Welcome to Hooked on Enduro, and this is Couch to Glen Helen, episode number 3. And this will be focused on February, where we start to add in a little bit of new things. Weighed in at 235.6, so coming off the heels of January's roughly 20-pound weight loss. I was really happy with January and wanted to keep that same trajectory. So I decided that it wasn't going to change anything as far as the amount of calories consumed or my macronutrient focus. Because as I got through the month of January and I started increasing my exercising more and more, I found that it was working well. I wasn't having any tired, any fatigue. In the beginning of the month I did, but that's just the body transitioning. Food journaling is an absolutely essential part to why this has been working so well for me. And MyFitnessPal has been just such a great tool for that. So I decided to keep the food stuff exactly the same as what I've been doing before. Whoops. For my exercise, I decided that I was going to continue to do the targeted heart rate cardio and keeping it based on the same thing with trying to hit 130 beats per minute, stay inside zone 2 like I've been doing in January. But now I was going to replace some of those days with CrossFit and serve the purpose of my high intensity interval training. Now, I know there's some stigma out there about CrossFit, about it being kind of a toxic environment and a place where form goes right out the window, but thankfully where we live here, Cody CrossFit is a great facility. It's a very friendly place. You've got people from all walks of life that are in there trying to improve themselves. Great trainers that are focused on form more than anything else. So for those of you that kind of have stigmatized CrossFit in your mind, just know that there are good ones out there. It's a great form of interval training. So I included a lot of CrossFit, did the cardio as I had been planning. And that was going pretty good. I found that getting to CrossFit consistently was tough, but I was doing pretty decent about it. And even if I failed to make it, I still was getting my work in every day. Now, as we got into about the second week of the month, went on a vacation with my wife to Lava Hot Springs, which is a fantastic place, and it's a really unique experience in the winter. Now, when we got there, I was really hoping to be able to go to any, public gyms or, fitness facilities. It was my plan going into that trip, so that way, like I did in Vegas, where I could still enjoy the trip, but I still would be able to keep up on the exercising. When I got there, finding a fitness center that was going to be able to do what I needed to be able to do just didn't happen. So to try to balance that out, because every vacation's got snacks and whatnot, so I tried to be very particular about what snacks that we had and desserts and meal outings. I tried to be very aware of what I had and try not to let things get out of hand, because the reality is Glen Helen is going to be on the day it's going to be. Whether I let myself slide back a day, a week, or a month, it doesn't change the fact that each day I'm one day closer to being able to have to put all this stuff to the test. So we did pretty good. When we got back, I found that I had, regressed as I kind of anticipated I would. And it was worse than when we went to Vegas, which made sense. I mean, in Vegas, we were walking all day, every day at the trade show, and I was working out every morning for 1 to 2 hours. And while we were in Idaho, we went out on hikes quite a bit and did a lot of exploring, but it's still not the same as the targeted heart rate that I was able to do there. So I had kind of backslid a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. In a lot of ways, February, we already know it's a short month, but it was not a real big standout month for this project either. It was just kind of running the grindstone, exercise, trying to eat the right things, and going to CrossFit, and then just trying not to blow it out the window when we were in Lava Hot Springs. I ended the month weighing 226.6 pounds. So for the month of February, that makes a total of 9 pounds, which in a single month is fantastic. Now with February's weight loss and January's weight loss, that puts me at 30.8 pounds lost since the beginning of this project. And I'm pretty excited about that. Now, at this point, as far as my races go, for my regular season races, there is none in February, and I only got to get out and ride once at the very end of the month, because February was another not a great month for weather. And I have my first event of the year coming up in just within the first weekend of March, and then there's a week gap, and then a 2-day event in Texas 2 weeks after the first one. So March is going to be a little bit different month, a little bit more going on. All right, I'll talk to you guys in March.